U.S. is restarting deportation flights for Venezuelan migrants. It comes as the president faces more pressure, including pressure from members of his own party to tackle the border crisis. Fox 4's Blake Hansen live with the latest. Blake.
Yeah, Heather, no doubt the border crisis will be front and center in the upcoming presidential race, but it's already emerging as a point of division as candidates try to challenge each other for the chance to face off against Senator Ted Cruz. New data shows Venezuelan nationals were the largest group recorded crossing the border in September, as many make the long journey to flee the economically troubled country.
I was 5 months pregnant, but it wasn't noticeable. I thought I would make it in a month, but 4 months have passed already.
And that surge has put a strain on local resources in places like El Paso.
We had a large population that was coming through that was Venezuelan nationality, and they came with different issues that we hadn't seen before. The vast majority were unsponsored, so they had no means to get to where they were going.
The Biden administration announced it will now resume deportations of illegal immigrants from Venezuela, including those currently in custody who crossed the border illegally. It comes not long after increased protections for asylum seekers from Venezuela who arrived prior to July 31st. At the time, pointing to safety concerns in Venezuela. Meanwhile, the president Friday again set to clarify why his administration cleared the way for a new border wall construction in Stark County, breaking a campaign promise.
Well, I was told that I had no choice.
The president says the funding was passed during the Trump administration, and they had no choice but to use it.
We tried to ask the Congress to consider changing the law to reappropriate, say, don't use it for other purposes. Give me more border agents. Give me more technical capabilities to detect fentanyl and the like. That's what I wanted to do.
Meanwhile, not every Democrat says building some wall is a bad idea. Congressman Colin Allred, who's seeking the Democratic nomination to challenge Senator Ted Cruz, said Thursday that a targeted physical barrier has a role to play. One of his challengers, State Senator Roland Gutierrez, sniped back Friday.
My opponent in this race, Colin Allred, just came out for this idiotic border wall. Donald Trump was wrong, Colin Allred is wrong, and Ted Cruz is wrong.
Yesterday, administration officials really hadn't made clear why move forward with the border wall action now instead of just continuing to wait or continuing to try to get Congress to redirect those funds. But they now say that those funds had to be used by the end of the 2023 fiscal year, which the deadline for just passed.